In my 30 years of building 2 seven-figure businesses, if I've learned anything about marketing, I have learned that a company's success is entirely based on the size of its database, not fancy CRMs, web pages, campaigns, and funnels. It's all about the number of targeted people who are consistently seeing your sales message. Let me give you a quick example. If, for example, 100 targeted people see a beautifully designed marketing piece about your product, or 5,000 targeted people see a good enough marketing piece about your product, which is getting the most sales? Obviously B, right? The math of 5,000 people beats pretty design every time. And I tell you this because recently I came across the most amazing marketing tool I have ever seen. It will literally build a list of 5,000 targeted connections for the entrepreneur, for the network marketer, or the small business owner. And it does it automatically, literally while you sleep. You have to see this thing. Let me show you how it works. My name is Richard Laidler, and during my long marketing career, I have worked with marketing departments for major corporations like Coke, Pepsi, Frito-Lay, Kellogg's, and many, many more just like that. And they all share the same secret that, despite their size and sophistication, they all focus mostly on making sure their message is consistently in front of as big an audience as possible. Sure, they have the sophisticated tools, but building a bigger audience and getting their simple sales message out consistently is their number one priority, and it should be yours too. And this simple tool I'm about to show you will allow you to do it. And you can do it immediately, and it's really, really simple to use. Firstly, I'm going to give you a quick overview of this incredible tool, and then we'll take a look inside the software so you can see how it works, and more importantly, how simple it is to set up and use. But first, I should tell you this tool is called Friend Connector Pro. It's a Chrome extension that syncs with your Facebook page, and once it's set to run, it will go out to your Facebook groups and the friends list of your friends. It will engage with them and send them a friend request all automatically. And it will keep going and going and going until your Facebook page is filled with 5,000 new targeted connections, targeted to your business, your product, or your service. And because the AI programming is so human, it avoids all the Facebook algorithms that try to stop automation like this. And just like that, you are now a master of the golden rule of marketing, just like those major corporations. You'll have your own database of 5,000 new targeted connections you can market to consistently and effectively. Now the math is on your side, and you can watch all the sales you need come in, and you can watch your business grow and literally take off. Okay, so let's take a look inside this incredible tool. First, you'll need to enroll with Friend Connector Pro, and you can do that via the link below this video. Then open your Google Chrome and download the Friend Connector Pro Chrome extension, and you'll use the same criteria you used when you enrolled with Friend Connector Pro. I have already enrolled and downloaded the extension, so you can see the icon up here in the right-hand corner, along with any other Chrome extensions you may have. Next, open the Facebook page that you want to fill with 5,000 new targeted connections, and you're going to open that up in the same Google Chrome. Now, remember, the Friend Connector Pro tool will source new targeted connections for you in 2 main areas. Remember, it's Facebook groups and the friends list of your friends. Let's have a look at Facebook groups first. Let's say, for example, you're a realtor, or maybe you're a restaurant, or maybe you're a gym, and you want to connect with a Facebook page full of people who live in your hometown. Let's look at mine. I live in Irving, Texas. So let's go over here and let's see what connections I can make in this specific town or city. Okay, let me search for an appropriate group. I'm going to type in the search box here, Irving. And here's one, Citizens of Irving. I can see I already have 6 friends, but there are also 25,000 members of this group. I can have my Friend Connector Pro go out and friend for me. Now, of course, not all of these friend requests will be accepted, but I don't care. I don't need everyone. And I can just have the tool keep going, working its magic on as many groups as I want until I have the 5,000 targeted people who did accept my friend request in my Facebook page. It's not personal. It's just a functional exercise to get me in front of 5,000 targeted connections for my business, in this case, in the Irving area. Now, I'm already a member of this group, so I can just visit the group. But if I wasn't a member, this box here would say join. Once I'm there, I can click on people or members. I can scroll down and I can see them all here. Then I'm going to go up into the top right-hand corner here and open my Friend Connector Pro. And here it is. This is the tool. You can see it's very, very simple. And these are the selections you'll want to make to fine-tune your search. In this first box here, it's called the interval box, I want to enter how often I want Friend Connector to send out a friend request. This is important because remember, we want the tool to be as human as possible to keep the Facebook algorithms at bay. And no human could send out 50 requests in one go. And of course, that would immediately send out a red flag. So I'm going to set this interval to once every minute. Now, it could be 2 or 3 minutes, but it means that the Friend Connector Pro tool will make a new connection attempt and send a friend request every 1, 2, or 3 minutes, whatever I've set in there. Now, right underneath that, I can click on limited or infinite. Now, on limited, the tool will only reach out to a specific number of people, or if I set it to infinite, it'll just keep going and keep going and keep going until I tell it to stop. In the next box, if I did set it to limited, I enter the number of people that I want the tool to reach out to before it stops. Now, just as a side note here, I know the temptation is to set the tool to infinite and just have it go and go and go and go, but you have to make sure that you can respond to people that have accepted your friend request, and you may only be able to do that, with 10 people a day, maybe 20, maybe 50. So use this tool intelligently. There are a couple of really practical filters next where you can select a specific gender you want to engage with. That's very useful for maybe, Mary Kay people or clothes stores or maybe cigar or golf places. I know women smoke cigars and play golf as well, but, you want to maximize your outreach and maybe you want to select men for those. I don't know, it's up to you. And then there's also a country filter switch for those of you who want to specify which country you want to search in. This next selection is to make sure that your next search starts where you left off. If you selected limited and it went out and looked for 50 people, then in here you can set it to continue where you left off or not. Then we come to 2 really useful boxes. They're keyword boxes. These are words you want in the search for people, like maybe job titles or interests, or if you're a restaurant, maybe you want to look for maybe vegan or maybe barbecue or whatever. Your business will know what you want to put in there. But in the second box here, you can also put words you don't want. Maybe if you're a dog walker, maybe you put cat in that box because you're not going to be walking cats, of course. And of course, no one knows your business like you do. So you'll know what keywords you want to put in there and practice. The more you practice, the better you'll get with this tool. And in this last box, this is probably the most important box, as this is where we're going to enter the greetings phrases we want the Friend Connector Pro tool to use when we are engaging with people. Now, we're going to create a few different phrases here around a very similar theme, and I'll explain why we're going to do quite a few in a second. We'll probably want 5 or 6 different ones. I'll explain in just a second. For now, I'm just going to use pretty generic hello messages, but you'll see you can actually get very specific here to increase our chances of getting friends to accept our friend request. So a greeting here may be something like, "Hey, John." Now, the tool will automatically use the correct first name. It'll say, "Hey, John, I was looking at your profile and it looks like we have a lot in common. Let's connect." Similar one could be, "Hey, Susan, I'm looking to get to know more people in the local area. I see you are pretty close to me. I would love for us to be connected." Another one may be, "Hey, George, I'm looking to get to know more people in my community. And I see you live in Irving too. I'd love us to be friends." You can see they're pretty simple. Let's add a couple more here. And we'll now end up with 5 very similar greeting phrases that the Friend Connector Pro tool can use. And here's the point. It will use all of them because it's making sure that it sounds human, making sure that the Facebook algorithms that want to put us into Facebook jail are kept at bay. It will cycle through each one of these greeting phrases, one after the other, with each new connection attempt. This way, plus the fact that we set that interval box to send out connections every minute or 2 minutes, this is very human behavior. The greeting is constantly changing and we're sending the message out every 1 to 2 minutes. The automated versions of this will just send out a blanket one phrase to 50 people at a time and immediately get shut down. That's why this tool is different than everything else that's out there and why it's so awesome. And that's it. Now you hit run and our new best buddy, the Friend Connector Pro tool, will go off and send friend requests to the set number of people you put in the limited box, or it will just keep going until you tell it to stop. And in no time, you will have a Facebook page full of 5,000 targeted connections. And think about this for a second. The reason why the Friend Connector Pro will achieve 5,000 targeted new connections where maybe you have not, is because the Friend Connector Pro tool never gets tired and it never gets its feelings hurt. If a friend request is rejected, it just moves to the next person 1 or 2 minutes later with the next greeting phrase. It's really, really awesome. And so that's Facebook groups. Remember, there were 2 groups. There was Facebook groups. Let's have a look at the second one. This is the friends lists. You can use the Friend Connector Pro tool to go out to your friends' friend list and go and connect with them. The methodology is exactly the same. Let's say, for example, you're a piano teacher. You can go to one of your friends who's married with kids and of an age where they have friends with kids too who may be looking for piano lessons. So I'll show you here. Let me open my Facebook page. I'll go to my friends. I'm going to pick my son actually, because even though he's not married, he is of the age where many of his friends have kids that potentially want to learn piano lessons. And I can go to his friends list right now. I can now open the Friend Connector Pro tool and do exactly the same thing again. Set my intervals, set my preferences, and hit run. And now it will hit all of my son's friends and ask them to be my friends. Some will, some won't. And again, because the Friend Connector Pro is so human, those friends will never know that you're doing this automatically. They'll think that you're just reaching out to people in the friends list. It's really amazing. I mean, it truly is. And I can do this as many times as I like, with as many groups as I want, with as many friends as I want, until my Facebook page is full of 5,000 targeted connections. Once again, now I have my full list of people who are directly interested, directly motivated by my product or service. Now I've got my big list. I can simply market my message consistently, just like those big companies. And the law of averages and the math will work its magic. And I will have all the sales that I want. And what about if I want to double my sales? Easy. Just start another Facebook page and use the Friend Connector Pro tool to fill that one with targeted leads as well. And heck, why stop there? Why not have 10 Facebook pages, all filled with 5,000 targeted connections? Now, if you were going to do this yourself, that would be a massive task and most people wouldn't do it. But because this is an automated tool that avoids the Facebook algorithms, it's not a matter of if it will, it's a matter of when it will. There's literally no such thing as too much business. So just keep building, right? Now, just before I end this presentation, I just want to get you a little bit more excited with a couple of the ways some of the Friend Connector Pro users are using this tool. First of all, go have a field day with all your industry relevant Facebook groups. Just look at the size of some of them. Hundreds of thousands of members, each one available to your Friend Connector Pro tool. You know the groups that best fit your business and products, but when the Friend Connector Pro tool just goes to work automatically on each one of those groups, you can have a fresh new Facebook page full of 5,000 targeted connections literally as many times as you want. But what about this? You can also have a lot of fun with the friends lists of people you're already friends with. You know who has the type of connections you want for your business. Set the Friend Connector Pro tool on their list. Or if there's someone out there who knows all the people you need to know, but you may not have the access to them. I mean, let's say you're a network marketer. How about you go and friend the big influencers in your industry and then set the tool to his or her friends list? Do you think you might get some major connections in there? Here's another one. What about friending all the businesses that are synergistic to your business and setting the Friend Connector Pro on their friends and connections in their Facebook pages? Like, I don't know, if you have a health product, go friend the personal trainers, yoga instructors, vegan restaurants, and set the tool on their friends list. Or if you have a home service products like electricity, phone service, home security, etc., make all the realtors in the area your friends. What do people need when they move. They need all your products. What about insurance agents? They can have a field day with this tool. I don't know, maybe friending anyone connected with the new baby industry. That's when people really need life insurance, right? As you can see, there's some real fun applications there you can have with the tool. So now let's get you going. First of all, I think you can see why I'm so excited about this Friend Connector Pro tool. And because of what this tool can do for the entrepreneur and the network marketer, I truly feel that statistic that 95% of businesses go out of business in their first year, I think that'll be a thing of the past for those entrepreneurs and network marketers that actually use this tool. When the number one golden rule of marketing by a long way is to have a huge list of targeted connections, and this Friend Connector Pro will build a huge list of connections for you automatically. You can forget about all the time and effort and money that you're spending on all of those other tools. Sure, they're useful down the line to fine-tune what you're doing, but the fundamental activity you should be doing is building this list and exposing your message to that list consistently. Just put the Friend Connector Pro to work. Be engaging and post your simple sales message consistently, and like the major corporations we were talking about at the beginning of this presentation, the math of having so many people you're talking to will bring you all the sales you need. The Friend Connector Pro tool is truly a no-brainer. So click on the link below, get your Friend Connector Pro, and get your business on the road to success. And just one last thing, you can actually get this tool paid for, like kind of get it for free. If you know 3 other people that could use this tool as well, which truly is not hard to do, just send them your referral link, and when they get started underneath you, then the profit you'll make from those 3 will cover what it's costing you. So it's like getting it for free. And for those that actually see what this tool is going to do for all the network marketers and entrepreneurs out there, and would actually like to become a full affiliate and resell this tool, there's a program for that too. Those of you that want to take that route, you'll have full support for everything you need to do there, and it will be truly a highly profitable venture. But before you do anything, click on the link below, get your Friend Connector Pro for your own use, get used to using it, and I will see you on the other side of this video where we can talk some more, and I'll help you get started. See you soon.